Welcome back to episode 4 in partnerships with MagicBreaks. And what are we talking about this week, Carl?
So today we're talking about my favourite subject.
And mine.
That I have now become a big fan of and actually controversially enjoy this more than the parks.
Wow.
Yeah, I know.
That's a big statement, girl.
do. Anyway, today we are talking about cruise lines. Hence I have my Disney... I have my Disney fantasy shirt on. And
I can't be bothered to get up. But,
Nathan says captain.
Captain
Because, we have been on 3 cruise ships now. Our first one was the Fantasy.
Yeah.
Then we went on the Magic, which was the UK staycation just after lockdown because I was so desperate for some Disney magic that we went on that. And then this year we went on the Dream.
We did.
So the only one we haven't, the only ones we haven't been on is the Wonder and the Wish. But
they'll be coming. One way or another. Listen, Cara said to me once, want to go on a Disney cruise ship, and I was like, not really that bought on the idea.
We'd never been cruising. And honestly, everyone we talk to, all our friends, when we say about it, they say exactly the same as what we said before we went on a cruise. And
let me tell you, my first one completely changed my whole perception.
That's still my favourite one ever.
I mean,
my favourite holiday
incredible.
ever.
If the dads are a bit, I'm in an R-in, this ship has everything for everyone. You've got adult sections, you've got kids clubs are amazing. It's just, you've got crazy golf simulators, basketball courts. It's just, it is unbelievable. It is, I love it.
But as I was saying, so I think people's first reactions when you say we're going on a cruise, if you've never been on a cruise, you think, oh my gosh, I'm going to be on a boat, I'm going to be stuck on a boat, there's going to be nothing to do. Especially if people aren't massive Disney fans, they go, I don't want to be stuck on a Disney boat, which is what Nathan first said.
Yeah, guilty
even
charged.
My mum and dad, they came on one with us and they was like, I don't know. But I can't tell you, it's amazing. There is adult only areas. You haven't got to be, it's a Disney cruise ship and there's Disney everywhere, but there are places that you can go. There's adult only pools, adult only bars, adult only restaurants,
and they put in the adult only bars and that the volume of alcohol they put in the drinks is pretty damn strong.
Right, so we've got a lot to unpack here. So let's start with our first cruise. But before we start, I remember when I was little, Disney Cruise Line, I used to hear about Disney cruises. We was like a Florida family, and it was like my biggest dream to one day go on a Disney cruise. And now I've done 3. I'm so fortunate. And also, let me just show you. We are actually silver members of the Disney Cruise Line Club. You only have to do 2 cruises to be in that club, so it's not that exciting.
Starting off on the first trip, which I wasn't that sold on, believe you me, I couldn't get enough of it. We went on the
Fantasy. That was our first, which is one of the bigger boats, which was
humongous. Right,
amazing.
Let me just tell you how big this is, because obviously I'm into my running.
Also, we have got a cruise. We have got vlogs about this cruise and also the latest cruise we've done. We have got one about the staycation, which will come out at some point. So if you are thinking about a cruise, they're quite good things to watch to get an idea.
So I was doing my running on the ship, so
you need to do a lot of running because the food.
Yeah, the food's incredible. So two times round the ship, because they've got tracks on the outside.
No one's here for this. Let's be honest, we're not here for this, are we? We're here for the food.
Yeah, there might be some fit guys like myself that want to do a bit of running, flex their pecs on the ship, you never know, it could happen. Okay. I'm like one of those guys.
So anyway, obviously there are cruises that go from Europe, that go from England, and there are some that go from America. We have done 2 now from America, 1 from England, and I controversially now, when we go to Florida, actually prefer doing a week's cruise rather than doing any parks. Controversial, I know, but it's just because the age of our children, they're 2 and 4. Parks are very busy at the moment. Obviously, you've got Genie Plus, you've got all these things that you have to have in place to go to a park. And I have found that once I've added up the park tickets for like a 2-week park ticket for me, Nathan, Fred, then Disney meals, this, that, the other, that actually it works out the same price, sometimes if not cheaper, to do a week's cruise around the Caribbean instead of going to the parks. And I personally prefer that.
See, that was the one thing that got me, was getting off around the Caribbean. So you get off 3 times. So you're not on the boat all the time. You do have respites. You get off. And that's the bit that got me. I've never been to the Caribbean. What was the first island we went off on? It was
Tortuga. Tortuga. One of them, Pirates of the Caribbean.
And the great thing is you get off and you're met at the end of where it's docked with, you can do loads of excursions.
Did we do St. Vincent as well? Did we do St. Thomas, St. Vincent?
I can't really remember. We've
definitely done St. Thomas.
But what I loved, so you get off you got to do all these little excursions. They're not expensive, like $20.
But sometimes, but when you're on, you have the Disney Cruise Line app, don't you? And there's excursions on there, and sometimes they are extortionate. I'm not going to lie. Disney really do take the mick with their excursions. But we found, like, when we went on our first cruise, we would go and get a taxi, wouldn't we? And go, just say, where should we go?
So what they do is they take you to a private beach, which is the most beautiful beach ever. And like, you've got like they've got all food there. They've got like little places you can buy drinks and everything like that. And like, they show you all around, and it's just like breathtaking sceneries. It's unbelievable. And you're off there in the day. It's unbelievable. And then you get back on the ship. Then we went to another place. And then we went to like, what place did we go to second? Do you know? St. Bart's?
We've never been to St. Bart's. Why do you keep saying that?
I don't know. I've got St. Bart's in my head somewhere.
It was either St. Thomas or St. Vincent, or we did both. I'm not sure.
Well, the second time, and then we went to that amazing aquarium.
Yeah, we went to an aquarium.
And it's like, not just any aquarium. They've got like actual turtles everywhere, because it's just their normal habitat. It's unbelievable. And then obviously Castaway Cay.
I think we should save that to the end, because we've
saved
done
that to the end, because that is different
now,
class.
Yeah, so Castaway Cay, if you don't know, is Disney's private island, and you normally spend 1 day. Sometimes cruises go there 2 days, but it's just phenomenal.
That is incredible. That's the selling point for me.
But going back to the cruises, so you have in Port Canaveral, you have your Disney Cruise Line place where you go. You have the big massive Disney ears like funnel that you go through to get onto the ship, and then as you board, they ask your family name and they shout it out, and everyone starts clapping, and you're like, oh, hi, it's me. Yeah, you're right.
And what's the great thing as well, once you get in, I mean, the lobby is breathtaking. Yeah. It's the most beautiful,
like chandeliers.
It's like a palace. That's the only thing I can. It's like the princess's palace.
And the smell.
Yeah, that's what I was going to come to.
The Disney Cruise Line smell is unbelievable.
It's just the best smell ever. It's like unbelievable.
And then you're on there. You've got so many different restaurants. Different ships have different signature restaurants. Some of them have the same restaurants. Like there's a place called Animator's Palette, which is on each of the ships. I'm not sure.
That's incredible.
I'm not sure if it's on the Wish, but basically it's like an interactive meal. So there might be some nights where there's all screens everywhere, and there's like Crush, and he'll talk to you. Obviously, it's magic and it's the real Crush.
Yeah.
But he'll have a conversation with you. There's some where you draw little characters, and then your servers take them away, and these characters get moved into like a cartoon that gets shown on the screen. So like all the kids are looking for their ones. There's some with like, it's just amazing. Like, and different cruises have different theme nights as well. So the cruises that we've been on have both been pirate nights. But I know if you do like the Norwegian cruise, they have like a Frozen night, which would be nice.
Yes, I'd like to that's on the list next, isn't it?
Yeah, I'd like to do the Norwegian. But so pirate night, everyone dresses up. Now, on these Caribbean cruises, everyone's mostly American, so everyone is very enthusiastic, okay?
A lot of Jack Sparrows knocking about.
A lot, and these people go all out with their costumes. Kids, if you're going on one, even if you don't want to do it, we didn't really do it, but let the kids dress up because it's so much fun. All the restaurants have like Caribbean-inspired food, and then they have like a massive Jack Sparrow show, don't they, which is really amazing with all pirates and things like that. Then as well, one thing that Disney Cruise Line do have that other cruise ships don't have is they have fireworks in the middle of the sea.
Go on, what's the fireworks? I know you want to tell everyone
amazing.
this.
So
this is a little fact.
I'll tell you the fact, but they set it to all the Pirates of the Caribbean music. So as like the gun barrels are going off and you're in the Caribbean, you're in the Caribbean, it's nighttime, it's really warm, you're in the Caribbean, you're watching Pirates of the Caribbean, all the music's playing, all the fireworks are going off when a cannon goes off. And why Disney Cruise Line allowed to do that, Nathan?
Because when the fireworks blow up and then disperse down to the sea, it turns into fish food.
It does, and that is the only reason that they are allowed to do that out at sea. Fun fact for your quiz night.
Another fun fact before we move on. Why are the about the safety boats? Go on.
They're the only boat that has yellow ones.
Yellow ones.
Because they asked because it went with the boat.
And that's what
Disney can do.
Get
special permission to do that. But yeah, so different boats have different theme nights. As I say, like there's cruises that go from everywhere at the moment. It's pretty amazing. I think this summer they're even going from Australia, Hawaii. Like it is proper. But yeah, favourite restaurant that you've ever had on a Disney cruise ship, like all the cruises?
It's a good question. I love Cabanas.
Cabanas
is a buffet. The breakfast is unbelievable. Sausages and streaky bacon and muffins and donuts.
They're like little wraps with like chili in them.
They're Mexican ones.
Mate, unbelievable.
Oh my God. That was amazing. And then
desserts
are
good.
God, it's just
a little carrot cake.
Yeah, and we have got this on our vlog. If you look at our Dela-Mass vlog,
Stop promoting, man.
Well, I've got to, haven't I? This is what we do. But yeah, I've literally the waiters and that must think I'm a right idiot. I'm just going like that, looking at all the look at that cake. It's nice. And but yeah, that is you can come away with yourself because I'm having like donuts and waffles for breakfast. It's naughty.
Yeah, it's pretty intense. But there's so many restaurants. Like where have we been before? On the Magic there was like the Rapunzel's restaurant, which was amazing. They did like a whole Rapunzel show whilst you're having dinner.
Was that a breakfast? Was it or dinner?
We had breakfast there on the last day, but we had dinner there one night.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
What else? Enchanted Garden. You love Enchanted Garden.
Enchanted Garden is like the decor. You're on the ship, but you feel like you're in an Enchanted Garden.
And there's like all these lights above, which are flowers. And as the night goes, they open up, like they blossom, and then they close again, which is really pretty. What other restaurants?
And then you've got like a fountain in the middle of the restaurant. That's just pretty cool. What about that restaurant we didn't make?
What one?
The really posh one we was going to go to.
Yeah.
It's like a la carte one, though.
Yeah, I can't remember. Royal Table. Royal Table's nice. The food's great, but there's no entertainment or nothing. And the thing is with Disney Cruise Line, you have 2 sit-ins. So you have the first sit-in, which is at like 6 o'clock, and the second sit-in, which is like 8, half 8. And then you have a show as well. So what they do is they put the show on twice. So if you're on the early sit-in, you can watch the show later. If you're on the late sit-in, you can watch the show earlier. And then obviously after that, there's all things going on. There's all clubs, there's all quizzes, like there's loads going on. Characters all in the atrium.
That's the best thing is that you've got...
the interactions that you get on a cruise line make it so worthwhile for me with the kids.
It's intimate, isn't it?
Yeah, like they'll be walking around the boat and Captain Hook and Smee are there and like
you just bow next to them and go, hello, get a picture with them.
Or like this picture here, right here. That was on the Disney Cruise Line. We were literally walking around, walked out onto the deck, and there was Mickey and Goofy doing their morning
run
exercise.
Just after me.
Yeah, so there's like really cool things like that. And for me, that is one thing that I love because my children are not so young, but because they are younger, I feel like they get more out of the cruise than being in the parks where it's so busy.
That's true. But one thing, like I said, finish off on the food. The food is incredible, like amazing. And the service. Let's talk about the service. Is 6-star. Like
it's
from the people that clean your rooms, from the people that serve you your dinner table. You have one server on one person to clean your room through the whole trip.
You have like 2 servers, don't you? You have a head server and like a helper.
But they literally
know all your
can't do enough for you. Yeah, remember your names.
Know what you drink. Everything.
They remember everything. They're so on the ball. And Tree, do you remember Tree, the bloke that on the last one? He was so nice. You're on
the Dream and you have Tree as your room concierge guy. He's great.
Unbelievable. But what he'll do is every night you come home and he'll make little animals out of the towels. He'll put little chocolates out for the kids.
Makes all the beds.
Yeah. And he's just like anything more you want us to do, and he does down. What's it called? Down
turned
down in the night when you're out in the evening doing dinner and stuff.
It's just like they cannot do enough to make your stay amazing. Like the customer service is
it's
phenomenal. The only one thing that I don't love about Disney Cruise Line dining, I'm quite an antisocial person. I'm not, but I get quite bad social anxiety. And sometimes if you're a small group, they will sit you with another small group and you're with them for every meal. And for me, I just find it really awkward talking to people I don't know.
But with the first family on the Fantasy was lovely.
I'm still awkward. I'm so awkward.
We met a lovely family from Texas. Kentucky. They were great. And then me and his name was Fred, wasn't it? And me and Fred was having beers. It's like nice if you're...
It's nice, but if you're like me and you get a little bit of social anxiety, it can be quite scary. But you can request not to do that if there is room. But to be honest, you do meet nice people. But yeah, just to warn you, that can happen.
So that's the food. Food is incredible. Going on to things you can do on the ship.
Oh, sorry. You have food on deck as well. You have like salad bars, you have pizza bars, everything.
Oh, the salad bars are amazing.
Yeah, so all day you can get other things as well. Oh, and unlimited ice cream.
Oh, the ice cream machine.
You help yourself. There's like cones and then like Mr. Whippy things. And they have different flavours.
Vanilla.
Banana.
Yeah.
Sorry.
There's
there's so much I can't even begin to... Yeah. Anyway, next, let's talk about Kids Club. So when we went on our first cruise, which was, I was actually pregnant with Delilah, and that was on the Fantasy, they have different sorts of kids clubs, don't they? So they have the Small World Nursery, which is where Delilah would be, which is from like babies to 3.
And they do charge for that?
Yeah, they do charge. It's not ridiculous, but it's so nice in there.
$10 an hour?
I don't know if it's like 7 or, I don't know, but they do charge. Anyway, then you have the Explorers Club.
It's unbelievable. It's like...
or the Oceaneers Club.
What's Andy's room? You actually feel like a toy in Toy Story because the room's massive and all the toys are just bigger than you.
So all cruise ships have this. Some of them are slightly different. Some of them are slightly bigger. They have different things. So the ones that we've been on so far, they've had like Andy's room. Then they have like the Star Wars room.
That's unreal, the Star Wars.
They have like the Pixie Hollow one. They have like the big massive dance floor in the middle. Avengers room. Like it's just
for a kid.
Mental.
Like you like Fred loses himself, doesn't he?
Yeah, he would happily stay in there all day.
And that's the nice thing. Like when me and Cara, they're in like the best kids club in the world. So me and Cara can go up and enjoy a few cocktails up on the top deck in the adult section.
But the last 2 cruises you've been on, obviously Small World hasn't been open because of COVID. It's open now, which is good. But so we've not been able to like put Delilah in, so she's been with us. But Fred, but it's not just like you put them in the kids club and like there you go. They have like the characters come in. Like Fred was making slime. They have pajama parties of a night where like Pluto comes dressed in his pajamas, and they have like a slumber party sort of thing. Like Chewbacca comes and sees them in the Star Wars room. Like it is, they have the Green Army men that turn up to Andy's room and make him do like drills, and it honestly for a child it is
the best,
amazing. Then they have the other clubs as well. They have older kids clubs. They have one. God. They have one that has like all PlayStations and things like that, and then they have like an older club. So there's clubs for like all different age groups, but they're amazing. I can't.
Yeah, they are. It's it's like I said, and the thing is as well, which is nice. You know, sometimes if you take your kid to nursery, like, I don't want to go. And when Fred's outside the kids club, he runs in there so fast. So then me and Cara are like, we've got a couple of hours to just chill. Yeah. And that is...
And you do have onboard phones, like if anyone worries. So the kids club have, in your room, you have a little like cell phone sort of thing, and they have that number. So if there's any problems or they need to be picked up...
take the phone with you, didn't you?
Yeah, and then they ring you. So don't worry, like you can be contacted on the ship by the kids club people.
That's a really good thing, actually.
Yeah.
So the kids club's amazing, and another thing as well, the activities round the boat. Yeah. Like what was going on with Simon Says with the Green Army men.
Yeah, there's a video of that on our latest cruise.
Stop promoting it.
Sorry, but there is. It's called Sarge Says, and they do that. There's like character meet and greets. Like he went and met all Spider-Man and everything. Didn't I think that was on the English one when we went, and there was all the Marvel characters.
Yeah.
What else do they like? Everything. There's quizzes. like there's a place that they do like arts and crafts all day, and we've met a couple of people now because we've been on some of the cruises and some of the same people. There's a lovely girl called Katie.
Katie's a legend.
Love Katie. She was on our first fantasy cruise. She's from England, but I can't remember where she's from. Anyway, we're friends on like Instagram and that, and we chat, and yeah, I'm obsessed.
But there's only one woman in my life apart from you.
Nathan's obsessed.
Leslie Dallas, if you're out there, hit me up on Instagram. I thought you did hit me up on Instagram the other week. I got so gassed. I said, Cara, Leslie Dallas, what does she do?
Explain what Leslie does, though.
She's just like, it looks like God's created an angel and stuck her on a Disney boat.
When we went on the fantasy, she was like the cruise director, and Nathan just was so
She's
obsessed with
very
her.
salty.
He was so obsessed with her to the point that he found her on Instagram.
Had to.
Yeah. Maybe like a year ago now, she broke up with her partner. Nathan was so
upset.
excited, was telling me all this stuff.
It was.
Yeah. He updates me a lot on what she's up to. And
I know what she's up to before
sweet.
she knows what she's up to.
I think this is getting a bit worrying.
Yeah.
And then the other day, Nathan got so excited about something, but I'll let him tell you about it.
So Leslie Dallas come through on my Instagram. Leslie
Like how I
Dallas,
say the full name every
Leslie
time.
Dallas wants to follow you on Instagram. Well, that was it. Like the cat that's got the cream. Anyways, I've gone straight on it quick enough. Nearly broke my finger. I've gone on it so quick. It was like a fake account, like an OnlyFans account. And she's put up 5 minutes later, I've just been hacked. Please don't accept this. And I was like, Leslie, you're breaking my heart, lady.
Because Leslie don't follow Nathan.
No, she will do. Leslie, if you're watching this, follow me.
So if you're on the fantasy and your cruise director is Leslie.
It ain't just me. All the men are foaming at the mouth.
No, they are. All the men are obsessed with her.
Yeah,
but it's
not
just
just
how
me.
far my husband is. It's just quite funny. But yeah, the people that work on the ships are just amazing. You've got them from all over the world. And it's really, especially when you're doing the American cruises, when there's like girls and guys from England, when they like meet someone who's from England who's on the cruise, they're like amazed because not many English people
They
will
love to
go.
hear your accent.
Yeah, they're like, oh my God, we never get any English people on here. Oh my God, it's so nice to hear your accent. And like, I feel like Fred sometimes he's been sent like popcorn or like Mickey Mouse marshmallow things. I think it's because they can do like pixie dust. And I think all the English girls, they get excited when there's English people on, so they give us like little extras.
Or they might be Love Island fans, big fans of ours. You never know.
Shut up. What else? Oh my God, the aqueduct, an aquamouse.
Oh my God, they've got an aqueduct, an actual flume on
top of the ship,
and it is great, isn't it? They've got 2 swimming pools in the centre of the ship.
You have like a massive screen that plays films
Cinemas.
all day.
Oh, it's just like the list goes on.
I can't even.
Crazy golf,
splash pads, the baby splash pad for Delilah, Nemo one, Toy Story one.
It's just look, it's expensive. You will break the bank.
But honestly, if you're going to Florida and you're not sure about the parks at the moment because they are so busy, genuinely look at the price of a cruise. Like obviously you can still go and do Disney Springs, you could do Universal, but look at the price of your tickets and then look at the cruise, and I promise you will be surprised by there's not a lot in it.
I completely agree. What should we talk about next?
Do you want to get on to Castaway Cay?
I think we should.
Okay, go on.
This was the turning point for me. Castaway Cay was... I can't, it's the most beautiful place I've ever visited in my life, and I think it's going to take some beating.
Yeah.
Like golden sands.
So what is Castaway Cay?
Castaway Cay is a privately owned island that
In the
Disney have
Bahamas.
bought in the Bahamas. It's got a runway if you're a multi-billionaire and you want to just hire it out. Can you hire it
I don't
out?
think you can hire it out.
Oh,
I'm
well,
sure
I've got gas.
Jeff Bezos could, but...
Yeah, but this place, yet again, you go on, it's the beach, golden sands.
Not even golden, it's white.
White, gold, yeah, but...
You're not in Benidorm.
But then the sea looks like
It's
swimming
quite
pool
cold
water.
though because it's the Atlantic.
No, it's not.
No, it is.
No, it's not.
It is.
It's warm. It's like a bath.
I think it's a bit cold.
What's the matter with you?
But anyway, so you go in there, like, and our room, we always get a state room with like a porthole, only because we've got the kids and I'm just so paranoid about them jumping over the veranda. I'd love to have a veranda room, but I don't. But we have the porthole, so every morning when you wake up, and if you're going into port, you wake up and you've just got these views. It's just...
Oh man,
it's amazing.
And another thing as well, Castaway Cay has the water slides in the sea.
Yeah, it has water slides in the sea. You can do like they have stingrays there. You can do snorkeling.
They're expensive. They're expensed on though, aren't they?
Yeah, so they're all extras you can add on. if you're really flash, you can get like a private cabana, but they're just
but I didn't
ridiculous.
agree. We went on, and you can also do a bike ride.
The bike, I would really recommend the bike ride.
Yes.
Like we took Fred as well, and he sat on the back of Nathan's bike, and
we nearly went in a bush. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, but it goes all around the island, and it's beautiful. And then you get to a point where there's like this massive lookout tower, and you
Like
go
a lookout
up,
point.
yeah, and you can see everything, and then you continue going, and you get to like a beach, don't you? And there's like, it's just...
We found a conch.
Yeah, and Fred wanted to take it home, and I was like, we can't actually take that through customs, but okay. But I would definitely recommend doing the bike ride, 100%. And they do the 5K as well around the island. Nathan's never actually got up in time to do it, and you get, if you complete it, you get a special medal. So you might as well do it, because it's a free souvenir.
Yeah, that's true. And what about, let's talk about the food on the island.
Go on, that's your
barbecue.
spot.
They do like this, yet again, this barbecue buffet, but like ribs and burgers and
potato
God,
salad,
coleslaw, corn on the cob, cookies. It's
everything.
And that is really nice food. That's really nice. And then once you're on the beach and you're chilling out on the beach, you've got people coming round, and you can get like a beer pack.
Yeah, like you have waiters come in, and you can buy like buckets of beer, and then
they're not that overly priced.
No, it's not. Obviously, it's Disney, so it's not cheap, but it's not ridiculous.
No.
And you plot yourself up. You've got all these different things. You've got like, there's a splash pad there as well. When we took Delilah, that's amazing.
Perfect for Delilah's age.
And then like there'll be characters dressed up in their swimwear as you're going. Like
and
Jack Sparrow's there. Yeah, Jack Sparrow's there to meet you. There's like gift shops and obviously things that you can only get in Castaway Cay. So if you're a massive geek like me, amazing.
Buckets and spades. We've got Fred.
Yeah, you've got like bars that you can go and sit in and like get special drinks. The first time we went, we saw someone get married on there as well, didn't we?
Yeah, that's cool.
That was really nice. Oh, and this time we went on the cruise, we saw someone get married on the cruise.
On the lobby.
Yeah.
What a place to get married.
Yeah, I'm really upset I didn't think of that.
Anyways, another thing as well, which the beach, the water is really...
cold.
No, it's not cold. It's shallow. So if you want to chill out and watch the kids, they can be in the water, and they have all got... life jackets available.
Yeah, you can they're all there on the side. You can get your own. And I'll tell you what they do as well, which is really nice. Don't worry about taking your pram onto Castaway Cay, because you don't have to rent them. They're just free. There's basically like prams, or like the wagon things that people have in America a lot, that they throw the kids in and everything in, and they've got like these big massive wheels, so you can pull them on the sand.
Yeah,
that's like if you try and take a pram on the sand, it's a nightmare. These have got like proper sand wheels, and there's like wheelchairs as well, so if you've got someone in your party that needs a wheelchair, I'm sure they had wheelchairs as well.
And they've got a kids club.
Yeah, so if your kids are on the kids, I think they've got to be a certain age, but they can actually go into the kids club on Castaway Cay.
So if you want to...
Oh, and there's an adult only beach as well, which we've never actually been, but there is an adult only beach.
Nudist beach?
Not nudist, just adult only. So normally what they do is your Castaway Cay day will normally be pirate night that night.
Yes, because I got drunk that night, didn't I?
Yeah, and spent loads of money.
About $300 on...
Me and Nathan had an argument on Castaway Cay. Can't even remember what it was about.
No, it's because I wanted to stay and you wanted to go back.
I was tired, man.
This is heaven. Why do you want to go back? We could never come back here. That's just...
Anyway.
And she was like, she wanted to go home, and I was annoyed. So I went and got on...
he made friends with a geezer from like Pennsylvania or something. Went missing, yeah? This is why, if you look at our vlog, there's no footage of Pirate Night, and we just pretended that like the camera ran out or something like that. It's not. It's because Nathan left Castaway Cay with his new friend from Pennsylvania who had a florist.
He was a blinder.
He had a florist.
Oh, he had a florist.
He had a florist, right? Really nice geezer, to be fair. He went missing. I was like, where is he? My mum and dad, no one knew where Nathan was here. He went out all day and all night with this geezer, come back. It was pirate night, right? I'm getting Fred ready.
I don't remember how I got home.
I was like, no, it's pirate night. Come on. He was so drunk, he couldn't even go out that night. He missed all of pirate night. I couldn't film it because I had Fred, Delilah and me. And we basically missed... No, I don't think Delilah come out. I think she even went to bed and stayed in the room with you.
Yeah. What I was drinking them drinks. What's them things with like... It looks like the nettles in it. What are they called?
Mojitos.
Oh my God. They
and let me just tell you, Disney, they charge a lot for them drinks.
Yeah.
You're probably looking at about $16, $17 a drink.
I know.
We put about £300 on our bar tab.
But it was worth it. It was good.
It really wasn't.
No, it probably weren't. I woke up...
And this was all because he was stubborn and had a strop.
Wanted to downstairs at Castaway Cay. She wanted to go.
I wish she would have. But yeah, so that happened. So if you watch our vlog and there's no footage of Pirate Night, that's actually why, because Nathan ruined it.
Me and my American mate from Pennsylvania, he owns a florist. Yeah, so...
but yeah, anyway.
I think that's all.
Oh, let me just touch on the internet. So basically the internet used to be really terrible on the boats. I don't know if it still is, but it used to be you had to pay per a bit of data that you use. Now they've introduced packages, so we will try them out on our next cruise and let you know.
But just a little hack: turn off.
No, you can't remember it when you ain't got time to get that in.
No, aeroplane mode, because if you don't put it on aeroplane mode, it still eats away at your.
Yeah, but listen, that free data, that's not enough to do anything.
No,
so
I know, but if you're doing, I think it's like $90, isn't it? But $90 for
Well, you don't know. He doesn't know. Don't listen to him on this.
So we're coming to the end of our Disney Cruise Line podcast. Cara, I've got one question for you only. What's your favourite memory of the whole cruise line experience?
Well, I think that's pretty easy. So when we went on our first cruise of Disney Fantasy, we basically had our gender reveal, which we had an envelope with boy or girl in it, gave it to the cast members. They organised that we were with like the Fab Five. It was amazing. And basically we closed our eyes and either Mickey or Minnie came and gave us a hug to tell us if it was a boy or a girl. And I think there's a video of that somewhere on our channel, so have a look. Maybe we can link it here. I don't know. But it was amazing.
Could you imagine if it come out another boy? Would have been fuming.
Yeah, I did say beforehand. I was like, if it's Mickey, I'm going to be fuming, but I'll have to smile. But yeah, that was just so special.
And they've done that for us. That was really nice of them. And like you said, we had the whole gang there.
Yeah, everyone.
The whole lot of them there. It was really, really.
Yeah, I'll never forget that. It was amazing. And
really
Fred was
nice.
there, and it was just
perfect.
Yeah,
wasn't
just brilliant.
So that's the end of our Series 4.
Series 4, episode 4.
Episode 4 of our podcast. I hope you enjoyed listening as much as we love talking about it.
Maybe this will inspire you to go and book a cruise. And as always, MagicBreaks are there to help you do that.
They are. So please comment, like, and subscribe if you've enjoyed it.
Also, let us know if there's any subjects you'd like us to cover in this podcast series, because obviously every week we do a different subject and we'd love to know what you would like to hear about.
We'll see you soon.
See you later.